Okay, with part B, they tell us Derry's greatest velocity is 22 meters per second. It also says measured to the nearest meter per second. So that's interesting. We'll come back to that now in a minute. So in that location, the speed limit on the road is 80 kilometers per hour. Is it possible, I mean he's on a bicycle, isn't he, but is it possible that Derry exceeded the speed limit? Well, let's take that speed there, 22 meters per second. So in other words, 22 meters in 1 second. Okay. Well, let's scale it up to an hour to see how it compares with this. So that's in 1 second. Well, let's do it to a minute. So I've got to obviously times that by 60 because there's 60 seconds in a minute. If I do that, I get 1,320 meters in 1 minute. Let's scale it up again. Let's times it by 60 so we get an hour. So times that by 60 and I get 79,200 meters. Okay, so going at that speed, 22 meters per second, which is really fast, that's how much he would actually travel in 1 hour if he could keep that rate up. Okay, but then we can get his speed in terms of kilometers per hour, can't we? Because if it's 79,200 meters, that would be 79.2, wouldn't it, kilometers per hour? Okay. Now, and I got that just by dividing by 1,000, yeah, because there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Now, when we look at that, he hasn't exceeded the speed limit, hasn't he? Because the speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour. However, look at these words here. Measure to the nearest meter per second. So it brings in boundary values, doesn't it? And greatest and least here. Okay, so they've rounded to 22 meters. Measured to the nearest meter. So it could be anywhere, couldn't it? With regards to 22, it could be as high as 22.5, couldn't it? Or as low as 21.5. Okay, so it could be that he's covering as much ground as that in a second because it's measured to the nearest meter. So if I scale that up, let's see what we get. So 22.5 in 1 second. So, you know, let's go straight for an hour. If I times it by 3,600, right? Because it's the same as times it by 60 and by 60. So I get 1 hour. So if I do that, I actually get 81,000 meters, which is 81 kilometers per hour. So yes, it is possible to break the limit if his speed is at greatest possible value.